Hi, this is Peg from the International Kitchen. Today I'll be talking about the Lakes District in Italy, and specifically the beautiful Borromean Islands. If you visit the Lakes District in Italy, a visit to the Borromean Islands on Lake Maggiore is absolutely essential. The Isole Borromee, as they are called in Italian, are a group of 3 islands and 2 islets on the western arm of Lake Maggiore. They are so named because they were acquired and developed by the Borromean family, which historically was one of the most important and wealthiest dynasties in Lombardy. The main islands, Isola Bella, Isola Madre, and Isole de Piscitori, are among the most visited sites on the lake. Only the first 2 belong to the Borromean family, and they offer beautiful palaces and gardens to explore, while the Isole de Piscitori is the only inhabited island of the 3. One of the most iconic sites on Lake Maggiore is the Palazzo Boromeo on the beautiful Isola Madre. Isola Madre, or Mother Island, is the largest of the Borromean Islands. Its habitation dates back to the 9th century, when it was called Isole di San Vittore, and when it boasted just a few small houses and a church. In the 16th century, the island passed into the ownership of the Borromean family. It was during this period that the Palazzo Boromeo, as it is seen today, was constructed under the watchful eye of the architect Pellegrino Pellegrini, also called Il Tibaldi. The gardens were largely designed by Filippo Cagnola in the early 18th century. The palace and its gardens underwent changes in the years following their completion, but their appearance has been largely preserved since the end of the 18th century. Although there was talk of turning the island into a resort and the palace into a hotel, the Borromean heirs instead made the palace and its gardens a museum open to the public in the mid-20th century. Today, you can visit the palace with its luxurious rooms full of precious art and antiques. The palace also has one of the most extensive marionette theaters in existence, which was used by the family to entertain guests. The large gardens incorporate English-style parks, rare and exotic species from afar, and stunning terraces. You can visit the Isola Madre mid-March through October. It is open only on weekends during low season, but daily during high season. Isola Bella, whose name translates to beautiful island, is one of the gems of Lake Maggiore. It was basically a rocky island inhabited by fishermen until 1630, when the Borromean family launched a building project that would take many centuries to complete. Not to miss when visiting the palazzo are the Galleria Bertier, a wonderful gallery of Baroque art, the Sala del Trono, Salone degli Arazzi, and Sala delle Regine. You must head out to the gardens, where you will see terrace after terrace teeming with color. The garden also boasts its own theater, the Teatro Massimo, surrounded by rare and exotic flowers, trees, plants, and birds, and peppered with obelisks, fountains, and statuary. It also is open mid-March through October, in the low season on weekends, and during high season every day. Isole de Piscitori is also called Isola Superiore because it is the most northerly of the Borromean Islands. It is the only island of the 3 that never belonged to the Borromeo family. It is also the only island of the 3 that is inhabited. Although it was historically, as its name suggests, an island of fishermen, in recent decades, tourism has become the primary occupation of its inhabitants, with the residents providing restaurants, hotels, shops, and services for the many visitors that flock to the Borromean Islands in the summer. The island is known for its tiny, picturesque village with narrow streets and characteristic houses. The spire of the Church of San Vittore is a well-known landmark rising above the village homes. Today, visitors to Isole de Piscitori like to sample the freshly caught fish in the island's fish restaurants, an experience not to be missed. Because it is not a privately owned island, the Isole de Piscitori and its village are open year-round. The only cost is the cost of the ferry, or private boat, and whatever you spend while you are on the island. Note that the ferry schedules during winter months are limited. If you want to visit the Borromean Islands on one of our amazing Italian culinary vacations, we have a couple of tours that include excursions on Lake Maggiore. Our luxury gourmet experience on Italy's lakes includes an amazing stay at a 5-star hotel on Lake Maggiore and a full-day guided tour of the Borromean Islands. Similarly, our beautiful Bellagio and Lake Como tour also includes a full-day excursion to Lake Maggiore. Accompanied by your guide, you will take the local ferry to the Isole Borromeo and explore their many sites together. We hope that you have enjoyed learning about the Isole Borromeo and that you will have a chance to visit this spectacular part of Italy with us on one of our tours.